Have you ever wondered what would happen if you made Super Mario Galaxy bosses fight each other? Well, that's exactly what I did today. Tournament style! So make sure to stick around to the end of the video to see who wins. Let's get started! Here it is. This is the bracket we'll be using to decide which boss is the strongest. Make sure to find your favorite and comment them down below. But without further ado, let's get started. Round 1. Fiery Dino Piranha versus Baron Burr. Baron Burr is at a severe disadvantage in this fight because Baron Burr is literally just an ice ball, an ice chunk with a crown. And Fiery Dino Piranha, well, has a lot of fire in him for his attacks. Meaning, Baron Burr is going to have to pull off some sort of mega clutch ultimate effort here if he wants to win this fight. Fiery Dino Piranha could shoot fireballs at Baron Burr from a distance, meaning Baron Burr's ground pound attack wouldn't be very effective. His minions also are pretty slow, so he couldn't even send his minions up to hit Fiery Dino Piranha. He'll try to also hit you with his body, which if Fiery Dino Piranha just stands at a distance and uses his fireball attack, Baron Burr is going down without a trace. Okay, moving on to our next fight, we have Major Burrows versus a Mandibug. Well, two to be exact. One adult Mandibug with its baby, or son or daughter, or whatever you want to call it, stacked on top. The first Mandibug on the bottom is regular sized, and the one on top is a baby, so pretty small. And Major Burrows is pretty big, so if you've ever played this game, you'll know who wins. But let's just put it simply, Major Burrows could sneeze and this Mandibug would be dead. So Major Burrows is moving on. Bowser versus Terrantox. Now you might think, oh, Terrantox, he just has poison. I mean, you would be right, but think about it. We don't know if Bowser's weak to poison. The game or franchise has never really specified if Bowser can die from poison. Specifically, Terrantox's poison. We don't know if Terrantox's poison is different, but usually in Mario games, poison is purple and Terrantox's poison is green. But when you think about it, Bowser is Bowser, and in this game he has jumping attacks, spinning attacks, fire breath, electrical lines, his shell form, and rock form to work with. So I think Terrantox is going to have to take the loss on this one. Regular Dino Piranha versus Undergrunt Gunner. You might even not know who this boy is. He's a Monty Mole. How they are designed in this game is kind of weird, but whatever. But he is an Undergrunt Gunner, and he has his Bubble Cannon, which, that doesn't do much damage to a huge Dino Piranha that can crush that thing with its weight and just basically touch it and it's dead. Well, Undergrunt Gunner has another form, a form much taller than Dino Piranha, and shoots electrical fireball thingies, which could take not fiery Dino Piranha, regular Dino Piranha out in an instant. So this is a very surprising pick, but I really believe it is the correct decision. I hope you agree. Okay, this one I'm literally going to spend 20 seconds on. Tiny Beyblade Top Maniac versus ginormous Megaleg. Megaleg doesn't even have to use any attacks. He literally can just use his giant leg and crush Top Maniac. And this one is such an obvious decision. If you even dare comment down below, Top Maniac should have won, I will pin your comment so everyone can laugh at you. I'm just kidding, I won't. Now on to one that is very close. We have Bugaboom, which is this guy, not the tiny purple Mandibugs. This Bugaboom is the big green guy, versus Kingfin. Kingfin, there's some things I have to say about Kingfin. Kingfin doesn't really attack you. All he does is send out his mini sharks, and the difficulty of the level and boss fight comes from having to worry about Mario drowning and running out of air. And I guess the mini sharks cause him difficulty. The whole mechanic is throwing the shells, but I mean, Bugaboom has bombs, so I'm going to have to say he wins on this one. Alright, I'm not going to go into too much detail on this one, because everyone is going to disagree with me in the comments, but when you really think about it logically, King Caliente should beat Bouldergeist in a fight. Bouldergeist has rocks, right? But King Caliente has fireballs and meteors. Meteors could shatter and destroy those rocks and crumble them to tiny pieces, revealing Bouldergeist's original ghost form. And then King Caliente could just spit some fireballs at him or use his little blue fire minions to kill him. So I don't care what you say. Like, King Caliente should win this. I know it's a hard first round matchup, but like, I had to do it. That's the only way the bracket would work. Okay. This one is kind of okay. It's very obvious. A powerful sorcerer being Camilla versus a kid. Bowser Jr. would get destroyed because Bowser Jr. doesn't have control of Megaleg or King Caliente. His only possession is his little tiny airship, which Mario already blew up, meaning what's Bowser Jr. gonna do? Nothing. Like, Camilla would destroy him. I'm sorry. Moving on to round 2. Major Burrows versus Fiery Dino Piranha will kick off the entire round 2 for the bracket. And once again, Fiery Dino Piranha with his fire could slap Major Burrows in the face with his fire-ignited tail, catch him on fire, maybe spit some fireballs on him, default dance on his dead body. And then, yeah, this one wasn't much of a challenge for Fiery Dino Piranha. For this next fight, we have Bowser versus Underground Gunner. Remember when I said Underground Gunner got a lot taller in his second fight with his electric cannon or whatever? Well, Bowser has a jump attack, meaning Bowser literally has to jump one time and crush Underground Gunner, or whatever his actual name is, I'm not sure. But yeah, this one's pretty free for Bowser. Well, we have a bug versus a humongous robot with, for one, crushing legs, and Bugaboom's weakness is ground pounding. That's how you defeat him. So think about what could happen there. Megaleg has to just step on Bugaboom, and to slow Bugaboom down, Megaleg can release billions of bullet bills, which he contains on his head and under his head. So that will distract Bugaboom, and then he can crush him. And to wrap up round 2, we have Camilla once more versus King Caliente. This one is semi-obvious. King Caliente rains meteors on Camilla. Camilla tries to dodge them because she can fly, but then King Caliente rains his fireballs in her face, and then she dies. Wow, so interesting. Semi-finals! Alright, the first fight of 2 in the semifinals is Bowser versus Fiery Dino Piranha. This is a very interesting matchup because both bosses have the ability to breathe or shoot fireballs. So they both have the ability to, they have fire, like they deal with fire. Like, you get it? Yeah, you get it. But Fiery Dino Piranha is pretty much all fire. Bowser does have some jumping and spin attacks, plus his shell and rock form. But if Bowser really used the shell and rock form, Fiery Dino Piranha could just swing his massive, powerful, flaming tail, which probably would do very much damage. So those two abilities aren't very useful. Plus, Bowser's electric lines thing when he jumps won't really affect Dino Piranha because we never get specified that Fiery Dino Piranha is weak to electric powers. So I'd say overall, just because Fiery Dino Piranha is a lot bigger, plus his tail ability would overwhelm Bowser and end up killing him. Meaning Fiery Dino Piranha is our first competitor in the finals. This decision was the hardest decision of the entire bracket. I already know who has won the bracket. I just knew that right from the beginning. I already had made the bracket and knew who won. And knowing this decision was like impossible. Megaleg versus King Caliente is the second matchup in the semifinals. Megaleg being a giant robot, King Caliente being a lava fire octopus. Now, Megaleg is weak to fire and lava. He's metal. So you think King Caliente has a huge advantage. Well, King Caliente
isn't mobile. He can't get out of his lava-filled area. And Megaleg isn't just going to be standing in lava, burning him to death. He'll be on land, meaning King Caliente can't actually touch Megaleg. He can't reach him. And Megaleg has bullet bills, so couldn't Megaleg just shoot King Caliente with his bullet bills the whole time? Or would King Caliente use his... He can't use any attacks, really, except meteors. But would meteors really destroy this huge, dense, or very, very dense robot? I had to say no. So, sadly, King Caliente is eliminated, and Megaleg will be joining Fiery Dino Piranha in the finals.
The finals. The final battle is about to begin. I can't wait to see who comes out on top.
And now we've reached the finals. The final matchup being Fiery Dino Piranha versus Megaleg. These two, I really were kind of expecting to make it. I mean, I had like 6 or 7 different bosses I had in mind for winning this thing, and these two were 2 of them, so I'm not surprised. Fiery Dino Piranha has fireballs, ignites his tail with fire, and can slam it like a wrecking ball. Megalake has huge crushing legs, bullet bills, and is pretty slow, but he makes up for it in size and structure and density. Power. Fiery Dino Piranha could technically break off one of his legs using his tail and melt one of his legs or his face. He could melt him with fireballs, but that would take time. So Megaleg could be using his bullet bills to destroy Fiery Dino Piranha while trying to crush him with his legs. And if that doesn't work, he can't even retreat, so he better hope it works. Fiery Dino Piranha could counter this by using fireballs to melt his legs, and using many of them so it melts quicker. But that could take a lot of time, so I'm gonna have to say Megaleg wins this boss fight. There you go. Megaleg is your Super Mario Galaxy boss champion.
There you have it, guys. Your Super Mario Galaxy boss fight tournament champion, Megaleg. I'm so happy with how this tournament turned out. It was just a crazy, fun-filled event. When maybe I'll do something like this next year with a new game. If you want to see that video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. But with that said, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day.